What's up, guys? Matco Michael just pulled up, and you know he's got that truck loaded down. So let's take a look and see what he's got. Come on. Now that is a toolbox right there.
Yeah, that was supposed to have been my toolbox, but with toolbox kind of hard to come by right now, we decided to go ahead and put it on the truck. And
yeah, that is. I've seen the pictures on Instagram, but man, that thing looks good.
that's my only downfall. I can't not sell something if I'm gonna make $1 off of it. I saw somebody comment last time, just order it and don't put it on the truck. I can't do that. If the truck was full, there wasn't no toolbox. If there was toolboxes on here, yeah, that thing would have been at the house. But at the time, we didn't have a toolbox on here, and I was like, we had to load it on here to get it home anyway. It was like, yeah, just leave it there. And we've had so many people like this box. Of course, it's got the top drawer added, but I went ahead and got the security drawer added as well. So.
Man, that is a good looking box. This right here, I don't know what that costs to add one, but it has got to be well worth the money.
Oh, it is. It's not that much to add it. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, the room that it gives you and everything else, I mean, it's worth it.
Well, I had to talk to your wife for a minute.
Uh-oh.
Everybody talked about how you looked like you was biting your tongue the other day when we was talking about Alabama.
Well, I found out why she was doing that, but I'll let her explain.
No, that's fine. You go ahead and explain it.
She let me know real quick she's not really an Alabama fan no more.
Uh-oh. Done converted.
Well, she's more of a... Because, see, I noticed when she did our mailbox, she put LSU and Ole Miss on it. And at the same time, I was thinking, well, she's doing LSU because I watched more LSU last year than I did Ole Miss, just because, whatever. So I thought she was doing it for that reason, but come to find out, I guess we both kind of migrated to LSU right now, so.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now that is a magnetic pickup stick.
Yeah, 18 pounds is what it's rated
smokes. For. That's a big one. Well, you want to tell everybody kind of about what we got in store for Monday a little bit, and maybe
I think I'll let you
maybe take a look at everything.
Yeah, I'll bring them out and you can kind of tell them.
All right, guys, so we're going to give y'all a quick little preview of a video that we're going to do Monday. We're going to have a pretty good giveaway on our channel. As you guys can see here, we've got the 29-piece HyperStep drill bit set. Those goes up to a 1/2 inch. I know you guys have seen me and heard me talk about how awesome those drill bits are on the channel, and you can also win the 4-piece add-on set that goes up to a 5/8. So it's like a $609 value of drill bits, and that video will release Monday, and we'll have all the rules and stuff, and that way you guys will know what you got to do to get involved with that giveaway. But it's super awesome.
Some really good drill bits, not just some drill bits, but they're, in my opinion, the best drill bits out right now.
Right. Yeah, they're good.
I'm sure somebody that can argue that fact with me, but I think these are the best drill bits out. But
they are extremely good.
I have a lot of customers in some of my bigger shops. They like to use these here. I'd hate to know I had to have a drill bit that big, but I know they get bigger, but.
Yeah.
I'm used to drilling out 10s and 12s and 14s, and I don't think I'd want to drill out something that big.
Yeah, that's some pretty good size bits for sure.
Well, and everybody always asks, do you got the bigger ones? Do you got the bigger ones? They get used to these, they start liking these, and then it's, well, do you have the bigger ones?
Yep.
Do you have the bigger ones?
Well, what's cool about those, you don't have to worry about a pilot hole or nothing like that. You just...
Yeah, the non-walking is a big thing. They
just work.
I went in the other day, and I guess I didn't do a good job of explaining the drill bits, but a guy was drilling a smaller hole to do a bigger hole, and I said, what are you doing? He said, well, I always do this so my drill bit don't walk. I said, yeah, the next one don't do that.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean? I was like, just try it. I don't think you're getting full advantage of your drill bits. So he did it. He did it in front of me. He's like, wow, I didn't know that. Now, of course, if the bolt breaks off in this weird, you know, angled shape, you may have to be a little bit more slow and steady to keep it from walking.
Yeah.
But, you know, especially on some of these that break off nice and flat, which it does happen. I know somebody's going, well, that never happens. It does. But that's one of the cool things about these tips is the way that they'll keep the bit from walking and everything else.
You know how important left-handed drill bits are.
Yeah.
And what we do for a living. I wish Matco could come out with a HyperStep left-handed.
I hadn't even thought about that.
You think about how many times that you broke a bolt off.
Yeah.
And you know you have to punch it, which y'all's little, you know, that little red spring-loaded punch that I got from you. That is, if that thing cost $150, it's worth the money.
Yeah, I got it right there.
So let me show you guys what that is. That thing is worth every penny, and I don't think it was very expensive at all.
No, it's not.
But that thing is invaluable. But if Matco would come out with a left-handed set of HyperStep drill bits and the small sizes, like even just the first row that's on that HyperStep tray, you know, that you can use for extracting.
I haven't thought about that, but that's a good idea.
But the way those tips they just work, you know, and I think a left-handed drill bit with that HyperStep design would be.
Yeah. Yeah, we sell a left-handed drill bit set that also has the extractor to go with it. But yeah, I think you're right. If we had some the left hand in these, the hole would get drilled a lot quicker.
Yeah.
But I've also noticed with these, the ones, well, you know, so far down they don't have the actual tip on there.
Right.
But even this one right here, it has the tip. Now it may not be very much of it, but it has the non-walking tip on it. I think that's pretty valuable in several different aspects.
Because I've noticed, you know, you're just talking about it breaking off kind of at a little bit of an angle.
Yeah.
If you run those bits slow, it will work, you know. You know, it will try to walk, but what I always do, like if your bolt's broken at an angle like this, I always start the drill bit kind of this way till it bites, and then come up with it, and then
that's what I did. But you know, even with a regular drill bit, most of the time what happens is when you start drilling it with a non-walking, most people start at too extreme of an angle.
Yeah.
Like if you do and then you try to straighten it up, that's when you're gonna break the smaller drill bits. But yeah, I would start too, but now I wouldn't go very deep at all. I'd basically just get a pilot.
That's what I do. Like as soon as pretty much the outside shoulders are touching and it leaves that dimple, that's when I start.
Yeah.
You know, I start angling up at that point.
Yeah, I've seen a couple people and they try to put their drill at too much of an angle, which it's their tools. It don't matter to me. But when I used to have to train some people. I trained one guy for sure, and it kind of broke me. But he wanted to hold his drill at too big of an angle.
Yeah.
So come on, push that thing up just a little bit, and don't go so deep at an angle. You know, you just want basically something to hold that drill bit from walking.
Yeah.
Which that's the good thing about these, is they're not supposed to walk. So you really don't need a steep angle at all.
Yeah.
But you know, the best tool in the world can be used wrong and it not work worth the crap. You know, and that's
exactly
that's
right.
one of the things that I see with these, because I do have a customer that can't seem to make these work right, and it's like I don't know what you're doing wrong. I don't know what you're doing wrong, but you know. And I told him, I said, the next time you drill, like I need to be here and see, which I know I can't be, and I know he can't stop what he's doing. But it's like you're doing something wrong.
Well, I know, you know, we work on UniFirst trucks, and I worked on one a couple of weeks ago where I had to drill out several rivets, you know, to replace some stuff on the truck. But I'm gonna tell you what, them is some rivet-eating little bits. The way that point is right there.
So,
they're
rivets
awesome.
and spot welds.
Yeah.
You know, most of the time on spot welds, here, let me back here. I'll show you what we used to sell for spot welds. It's this little pack right here. They would buy the 10 pack of it.
Yeah.
And they're double-sided. And they would always talk about how these are great drill bits, but they wear out just, you know, like that. I mean, if any drill bit that comes in a 10-pack, you know it's going to wear out pretty quick.
Exactly.
But I've actually got customers that I have sold the same drill bit size of the HyperStep, and they tell me that it lasts a lot longer, which now, of course, this roll is not lifetime warranty here. But if this one drill bit lasts longer than those 10 will last,
You're better off
they
to
don't
buy
care
the
to
one.
just buy
Right.
the one. And most of the time, the guy that I use, he uses an 1/8 drill bit to drill the spot welds out. So, you know, it is a small drill bit, but it's not, you know, a flick of your wrist or so. I mean, once you get down into these little bitty ones down here, it's pretty easy to break if you're just not real careful. But yeah, he'll buy one of these about every 2.5 months, and
That's
he makes
really
it work.
good.
So he was going through a pack of those about every 2 weeks, which now he's a high volume body shop, so it's justified him going through them, I guess. But yeah, if he could use a bigger one, he would, but it's just not how it works. But he gets really good use out of it. The guy that can't get good use out of it, I don't know what he's doing.
I know I was up here one day and I actually used those to drill through some wood. When I was putting those shelves up in the back behind my studio. And man, them jokers right there will, it will demolish a 2x4.
Yeah. So another,
before you get your finger started on the trigger good, she's done.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't realize that either. They're like, oh, that's just metal. No. My trailer shops that do floors and trailers all the time, you know, they use that really, 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 really hard wood.
Yes.
I don't even know what it is. What
I think it's oak.
I don't know what it is, but they always talk about how hard it is and how quick it takes drill bits out. Well, they buy these here, and they rave about them.
See, I
sold
think it
3
would,
sets at one shop.
I didn't think it would work that good on wood. I'll be honest with you. And I was like, that's all I have, so I'm going to have to use it. You know, like I'm not going to go to Walmart and buy a wood bit to come back and drill one hole with.
Well, you know, if you think about it with these here, the only thing that would kind of throw me off would be, is this tip going to slow me down at all?
Yeah.
But it still throws the sawdust or wood or however you're going to do it right into those grooves. But these drill bits have a really sharp edge all the way going down too. I've got drill bits that I can hold in my hand, cheap ones of course, at the house that, you know, before I started the tool business, that's just what I had. And I can hold them in my hand and never feel a sharp point. These here, you hold them in your hand and you can feel the sharp point. I mean, it's not going to slice my hand just holding it like that. Yeah. But you can rub your finger across it and it's grabbing your skin. Sharp, I mean, I'm sure if you just wanted to cut yourself on it, you could. I don't, so I'm not going to. But
I know that when I started, it's like as soon as that tip touched it and I touched the trigger, it's like that point just sucked it down in there just like instantly, like a screw.
Well,
I mean, it worked good.
You know, if you look at the tips, that's kind of what it's designed to do. That's kind of, I believe that's one of the reasons that it doesn't walk, because instead of just sitting there trying to cut a complete circle, it's almost like it's cutting and pulling at the same time. So I think that's why it does it so quick. Which, I mean, I have people look at the tips all the time and go, wow, you can't sharpen that. No, it's not made to be sharpened. But the thing about it is, we want it to last long enough that we shouldn't have to sharpen it.
Right.
I'm a big fan with any drill bit to use oil of some sort to keep them cool. They make some stuff it's really good that we sell. I usually sell it with the drill bits. I've ordered some, I haven't got none back in stock, or I would show it off, but it extends the lives on these drill bits a lot longer too. I think they say a normal drill bit gets like 28 uses. Let's see, it's up here. Let's see. Well, 28 holes, and then these are supposed to get over 98. So.
Right. Well, I know I was cutting some aluminum or drilling some aluminum, and a guy, it was in one of my older videos, I think when we first showed the HyperSteps the first time, you know, and that was like a year and a half ago or a year ago, whenever they come out. And, because, you know, we bought one of the first sets when they first launched them.
I think y'all bought my first set.
And, well, Wally actually bought his off Joe's because you didn't have yours in yet, and then I bought the first set I think you had. So anyway,
something like that,
we was drilling some aluminum, and I remember a guy said something about use Dawn dishwashing liquid or Palm Olive dishwashing liquid, and it works great if you're drilling or cutting aluminum. And you know, I keep that big bottle in there, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna try this. I just put just a couple of drops on there. Man, it made all the difference in the world. It's like it made that aluminum, the curling stick together.
Yeah.
And it just shot it straight up the edge of that drill bit.
So the oil that I'm talking about is like it's a non-friction plus a cooling agent. It's really cool. I can't think of the name. It's Friday and I'm ready for 5 o'clock. But if I can get some in, I'll show y'all next week. It's a really good top too, because not only does it keep it cool, but it also helps to keep their friction down, so it throws them out a lot quicker. In fact, I had a guy on here, I already sold it, and he was telling me how good, he drives over the road on a truck, and he got on and was telling me how good it was. He had just watched a demonstration somewhere he had went, and I'm like, yeah, I sell it, and he bought a couple bottles of it. But
cool.
The right amount of oil really saves a drill bit.
Yep.
Like, that's what I try to tell people.
Just to keep that heat
now,
down, you know.
The cobalt, they're not supposed to get as hot. The cobalt set we sell, so you don't have to use as much oil. But guys, it don't take but just a second to put the oil. So even if you don't have to use it, just throw a little bit of oil in there.
Right.
You know, if you can, I understand that there may be some situations that where you're drilling that the oil's just not going to stay there for you or whatever. But if you can get some oil on it, it helps. But
that's true. Well, I like the big old. That joker is strong, man.
yeah, that's a good strong magnet.
I can get it around here.
18 pounds, I believe. I had somebody ask yesterday if they were doing a starter and they dropped it, could they pick the whole starter back up? I said, well,
that thing is stout.
yeah, I have to stick it there because believe it or not, I got customers that want to stick it to the front of the toolbox.
Oh yeah,
it's like, look, here's your point right here. Stick it to it all you want to, like, you know. But yeah, I had it on the ceiling for a while and nobody ever really noticed it. And the people that did was like, what is that?
Yeah.
And then I actually had a couple people was like, what is that, a toy? I'm like, no, it's not a toy. It's a real magnet. Here, let me show you. So.
Well, it's just funny looking because it's so big, you know, but it has to be if it picks up that much weight. So.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. Well, I got a ton of junk to get done today, and thankfully it's a 3-day weekend, and it's gonna be a great day.
Now, guys, she's shy. I'm not keeping her from talking. I noticed y'all said on the videos that I don't let her talk.
I talk plenty. No.
If it was up to her, she wouldn't even be back here. She's camera shy.
Oh man, it'll be all right. Well, I gotta go and finish up a truck and run scan another one and just all kind of goodies today. Anyway, guys, be watching Monday for this video to drop where you guys can win the drill bit sets, because it's going to be a good one for y'all. Like always, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you like it, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Cool Tools discount codes down here, merchandise right over there, and click that subscribe button right over there. It's totally free, never costs you a dime. You guys have a great weekend, and we will catch y'all next time. See ya.